I was definitely talking to the lawyer. I said, I'm not going to put up with this.
Angela Dean from 90 Day Fiance is faking her relationship with Michael for the fame, and we have new proof that everything has been fake.
They're not together romantically anymore.
Oh my God, you guys, it all went down at the end of February when the podcast Kiki and Kibitz revealed some stunning information about Angela and Michael.
Michael better keep up this facade, basically, because she wants to film the next season.
So JoJo, Angela's ex-best friend, called the podcasters to let them know that she had just spoken to Michael's Aunt Lydia, and Aunt Lydia had spilled some crazy tea. So spoiler alert, but she had told them that Michael's visa had finally been approved and that he would be coming to America within the next month.
Lydia was calling JoJo with some tea. Guess what, people? Michael, his visa has been approved. And he's coming to the U.S. next month.
But that wasn't even the craziest part of the conversation. The actual crazy part was that JoJo revealed that Angela and Michael aren't even in a romantic relationship. So she claims that they were going through with a visa and he's coming to America so that they can keep filming for the show.
So it's a business arrangement. Michael gets his visa approved. Angela lets him come so that they can both make money.
And yes, you heard that right. They're supposedly pretending to be in this relationship so that they can both keep being famous. And I'm honestly kind of shocked, you guys. I mean, I don't know why, because I shouldn't be. Angela's been trying anything to become famous for almost 10 years now, and she might be one of the first reality stars to actually work her way up from smaller little reality TV roles to being one of the biggest stars of 90 Day Fiance. I mean, it all began for Angela when she appeared on Trisha in 2014 with her daughter Scotty.
My heart wants it to be Chris's, but I think it's another man's.
And the whole show was about questioning if Scotty's baby was really her ex-boyfriend's or not. And even though it had nothing to do with Angela, she managed to make it all about her and even gave her own opinion on the show. And that wasn't her last time on reality TV before 90 Day Fiance. No, she appeared on Maury not once, but twice before going on to becoming one of the craziest stars on 90 Day Fiance. And I think everyone knows what a typical Maury segment looks like.
Can y'all hush her up? I'm telling my story.
Someone's questioning whether or not they're the father, in this case Scotty's ex, and everyone goes crazy and loses their mind, all for the sake of some interesting TV. Well, since we all know, Angela and her insane breakdowns, it's not exactly shocking at all that she'd be a perfect contestant for the show.
Or you can go and I'll go right again with Dr. O'Bang.
So she went over the top, losing her mind about whether or not he was the father, only for the paternity test to reveal that he was the father. And it's easy to see how, her appearances on Maury would have been the perfect audition tape for a show like 90 Day Fiance, because clearly she isn't afraid to make a fool of herself on TV, and she's not the first person to appear on 90 Day Fiance who's tried to find fame on other reality shows. And I don't think any of us will ever forget that cringy reality show that Darcy and Stacey created about themselves. So it's really not all that shocking that she'd do anything by any means necessary to keep her fame going with Michael. But let's backtrack on that for just a second. Now, if Kiki and Kibitz got that information from JoJo and Aunt Lydia at the end of February, shouldn't that mean that Michael's definitely here in America by now? Now, obviously we don't know for sure, but it's definitely possible that he is here and she's hiding it. And for one thing, we pretty much have confirmation from multiple couples who have been seen filming that they're filming a new season of Happily Ever After right now. And two, if you look at Angela's Instagram, she has not posted much of anything of her daily life lately, and it's pretty much all ads and TikToks where she's the only person visible. And she actually wished Michael's mom a happy Mother's Day, confirming that they are still together. And yes, I use the term, quote unquote, together very loosely, considering that they're supposedly not even in a romantic relationship. But I think, the most shocking part about all of this is that, let's say that they're not in a romantic relationship. So Angela is really willing to lie to immigration just for the fame. I mean, it seems like such a big risk to take, all for some social media followers, especially considering that she could just go out and be on 90 Day Fiance's single life if they aren't together anymore. Which, speaking of, there were rumors that that's what she was going to do, and everyone thought that she and Michael had broken up, but nope, as it turns out, they did break up, but they were pretending to still be together for the show, which, you guys, I have a theory about this that you're not going to believe. So, we all know that Angela is no stranger to reality TV fame, obviously. I mean, I don't think any 90 Day Fiance star has spent as much time on reality TV as Angela did before going on 90 Day Fiance. Clearly, she was desperate for fame in any way that she could get it, and then you have Michael, who clearly really wants to come to America. So in my opinion, it makes perfect sense that Angela and Michael found each other online and created a story around themselves that would make for great TV. And it has, but honestly, when you add everything up, it's very clear just how fake it's all been. I mean, Angela acts just as crazy on 90 Day Fiance as she did on Maury years ago, and she probably thought that finding a, Nigerian prince, like you always see people joke about on the internet, would be a sure way to get on 90 Day Fiance. And it's even easier to convince a guy to fake a relationship and be on the show with you when you're promising him citizenship in America. And on top of all of that, you have her weird views around their wedding in Nigeria, because she still claims that they aren't even married. And I feel like someone needs to explain to her that you can get legally married in other countries, not just in the United States. So to me, she's still holding on to the fact that they aren't legally married in America because they aren't actually together. But otherwise, if she were so in love with Michael, wouldn't she be shouting about her marriage from the rooftops? I mean, instead, she's clinging on to the fact that they're not married in America yet. And this whole thing is just so weird and doesn't add up, especially when you add her racism to the story and the fact that TLC still hasn't fired her yet. I mean, we all saw Alina's insanely racist post a few months ago, right? And how TLC immediately, thank God, fired her for them. Well, Angela recently did something that was just as bad, and barely anyone is even talking about it. So she got on TikTok Live and was talking about how Usman and Michael met up, and she started playing a song about monkeys, and it's just so disgusting, and TLC hasn't said one thing about it. And it's especially bad when you consider the fact that she was in a long-term relationship with a black man before Michael, who pretty much raised her kids with her. And speaking of her kids, Skyla actually made headlines in 2009 when their small town in Georgia hosted segregated proms, and she went to both of them. In quotes, white one on her own because her boyfriend wasn't allowed to go, and in quotes, black one with her boyfriend who ended up being the father of her children. Yes, you heard me right. That was only in 2009. I hate to say it, it just makes me sick to my stomach. But someone on Reddit saw a picture from the prom at an art exhibit, and in the exhibit, she was very clearly says that her parents were supportive of them and their relationship. So it's like, why is Angela making so many racist comments now? It's honestly just really gross and sad, and it's even grosser that TLC is keeping her on the show because she probably brings in so many viewers. And I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that we wouldn't care if Angela got kicked off the show or not. I mean, it's been years of dealing with her craziness and drama, and I think it's safe to say that we're all kind of just sick of it. And does anyone really want to watch a couple now while knowing that they're completely faking it according to two people who know them personally? I mean, I know that I don't want to at all, but what do you guys think? I mean, do you think that Angela has completely faked her way to fame this entire time? Or was she, her relationship with Michael even real? Or do you think that, she just started faking it now and they recently broke up? I mean, obviously we don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that this is all going to come out and blow up in their faces, especially if Michael is in America filming Happily Ever After right now. But guys, put in the comments below what you guys think. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, whether you think it is fake, real, or what is going on. Well guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Please do me a huge favor, hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.